Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another Superman Lois reaction for you guys. This is Season 4, Episode 8, and I really like this title a lot. Sharp Dressed Man. That's a great title. Now, saw the thumbnail on the CW app, and it showcased Lex Luthor in a suit. So I'm assuming it's referring to Lex Luthor. We'll see what happens. Maybe it's not. But regardless, I'm excited. Now, last week's episode was very significant for a number of reasons. The main thing is this. Clark has revealed himself to the entire world that he is Superman. And it seems Smallville is still treating him the same. He was walking around without glasses after this revealed, after the big interview. They were also having flashbacks of Jimmy Olsen, which I forgot because they announced it forever ago that they cast Jimmy Olsen. And all of a sudden, like, here he is. I'm like, oh shit. And I was worried that he was actually dead in the present day because it was only flashbacks and then he shows up at the very end. But I don't think we're probably going to see him again. I feel like it was just like, oh, okay, yes, we have a Superman show. We really haven't talked about Jimmy. I don't think they ever really mentioned him. Let's just show him in one episode. Just that, do it because it's the last season. Let's just get it done, right? To show Jimmy does exist somewhere. So, yeah. But I'm excited to get into this because we have 3 episodes. And this is, after this one, it's 2. Literally, it's insane. The show was almost done completely. It's crazy to think that. And it's really unfortunate. But let's get into it now, guys. Let's check it out. Season 4, Episode 8, Sharp Dressed Man. Let's go. Interesting.
Not bad.
It looks like properly Lex now, without the beard.
After today, the whole world is going to be on your side. I just want to know one way or the other. Do I still have cancer or not?
What?
Check this out. Jamie Kennedy texted us. Called us the Super Twins.
Who? Hey!
The DoD has strict guidelines. If we're going to keep building weapons for them and not just be in the field, it needs to work. Are you sure you want to keep doing this?
Of course.
Well, things are changed now because of Lane, you know, and...
Because you want to? Or because you told your grandfather you would right before he died? Go. Have some fun.
Now it's okay to go to the movies, but before it wasn't?
John?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you so much.
Don't think that you can just park your truck in our lot and go to the movies because you're like celebrities now.
Oh, okay.
Are you still mad at me for quitting?
Yep.
It's kind of crazy.
Uh-oh. Is that news? Oh, no.
For us.
No lumps, no lymphedema in the arms. You're done with your treatments, Lois.
Nice. Okay.
I'm done.
This was Lois Lane, and that's why you're speaking out now.
Oh my god, Tommy Avenall!
Trying to reconcile it with... How many years
Oh
were
my
you imprisoned?
god.
17. Miss Lane always knew I was innocent. It was her friend Pia Mannheim who in fact committed those crimes. Miss Lane claims to only have met Miss Mannheim most recently when they were both receiving chemotherapy treatments at Hobbs Bay. Lois knew people would connect the dots to Moxie's murder, so she got out in front of the story. It doesn't hide the fact that she lied. She lied. Even thought about moving Luthor Corps to Smallville to bring jobs to her community. Instead,
Bullshit.
Lois. Now, what is it that you hope to get from Lois Lane? The truth. Lois Lane claims to be a champion for justice. If she really believes that, then I challenge her to come here and debate me, face to face. Lois Lane, if you're watching, and let's face it, who isn't? Mr. Lex Luthor and the Godfrey crew will be right here. He's just trying to get under your skin.
And it's
yeah,
working.
well, mission accomplished. But if he thinks I will not confront him on camera,
Yes.
my reputation is at stake, Clark. He just called me a liar in front of a national audience.
Because he's desperate. Now that everybody knows I can fly.
Oh!
Candace just broke up with me.
Why?
Why are you doing this?
You know why.
You're not the only one who knows how this ends.
How does it end, though?
We still need Lois if this is going to work.
That is crazy, all those news people and stuff. Ugh.
There's a problem with Otis.
Please tell me
What's
he's
the
not gonna
problem?
back out of testifying.
Officers found him hanging in his cell half an hour ago.
You have got to be...
It's all being planted. It's all being planned. All that.
But this is at Luthor's penthouse. with an interviewer of his choosing. It is the definition of home field advantage.
So what?
It's still weird seeing it without the glasses.
Everything
Strange.
My hearing hasn't been the same since I came back.
Why don't you come by my garage?
We flew here together.
She can't leave.
Everything goes planned.
Oh, help me! Please! I'm so scared! Yeah, that dummy totally bought it.
How long I am in charge?
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
Damn. Okay.
After Dad's interview, people have been going after Candace online. Stalking her.
What? Okay. What the hell's going on? Oh, he's about to break or something. I don't know. He hates people touching his stuff or just messing around, I think.
Too many things out of my control.
This is going to
Shut
work.
it down.
Lex.
I said shut it down.
No. Yes, Godfrey crew. Listen up. Lois Lane is on her way. We go live in 30 minutes.
The arteries in your inner ear are a lot more narrow than they should be. Especially for you. Hearing loss is one of the first signs of heart disease.
Oh.
It's fine. Maybe for a 60-year-old like Sam. Have you noticed any other changes?
He's not as strong.
In fact, I think it's probably only going to get worse. You have a human heart now.
Yeah.
Its muscle cells will eventually degenerate. One day you're going to wake up
Powerless.
and you're not going to be Superman anymore.
Superman's here. Ooh.
This is not journalism. It's all volume, no substance.
Ouch, well, that would hurt if our ratings weren't right through the roof. Superman in the building, let me tell you, it is. It's quite an honor. Totally impartial. I just want to give you
Bullshit.
and Lex Luthor a chance to tell your version of the events.
My version's the truth.
I'll take good care of her.
Sure you will. So crazy to see
I
him
never
in this.
met Pia Mannheim until after.
Told me about Superman assaulting you in Smallville.
Clark didn't assault him.
He came to my home and called me out to fight. Mary Lang, your friend.
Just like Otis Grisham, the man who attacked her, is your friend.
A payout, photos of him and I together. Maybe his testimony.
Of course
Otis
you're saying
was found
that.
hanging in his cell 3 hours ago.
And let me guess. You see the difference between you and me
What?
is that when I make an accusation, I have evidence to back it up.
He filmed it.
We are going to end you.
It's manipulated. It's gotta be manipulated because where's the footage of... Yeah, exactly. Say selective. Go for it. Get in there. Knock on the door.
Tell me you don't love me and I'll leave right now.
She still loves you. It's
never
just too
have to
much
see me
stress.
again.
That's inappropriate. No kissing. Come on now.
I'm just doing my job as a journalist.
Editorializing isn't being a journalist, it's being a carnival barker.
Ooh.
Fortunately, when I make an accusation, his daughter.
Ooh.
What's going on with my computer? Final preparations for what?
For you to kill Superman.
Back off the turning point.
Will not stop this from happening.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Still here, John.
I got this.
Do not bring Elizabeth into this.
That his daughter will confirm this.
Yes.
This is not what I agreed to.
Yep. Oh, he's already in the suit? Wait a minute. What? Damn. Oh, careful. Damn. Burning it up. Shit. Oh.
John, are you okay?
Oh.
Memory wipe Avery reboot. Shakedown protocol A172.
It's not gonna work. Oh, nice. Oh, yes. Get him out of the suit. Come on, do something. Oh, he's completely out. Oh, I thought he was. He's got to save him, yeah.
Flash forward to this evening.
Flash.
Miss Lane... Can Lois Lane be trusted? Well, I, for one.
You're not wrong.
Okay, you're admitting it. Okay.
what we both want.
We don't need to see this. It's inappropriate, guys. Get a room. Preferably without broken glass.
Do you really think Lex Luthor did all of this?
Yes. Well, he had help.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
John Henry ran some tests today.
Yeah.
And,
So, what, your heart's just gonna stop working?
the bigger problem with what we're facing right now is that my powers are starting to diminish.
Diminish how?
Which means you boys need to step it up.
Now that's a killer suit.
Oh, the title might be referring to, yeah, this, yeah. I think it's obvious now that the title of the episode, Sharp Dressed Man, is twofold. It means two things, basically. One, Lex is now wearing a pretty nice suit on this interview with Godfrey, Tom Cavanaugh, which we'll talk about in a second. But also the fact that at the end of the episode, Lex now has John Henry Irons' suit. And he's like, just like, now that's a suit. So, there you go. So, he finally got his suit. Which is crazy, because people were thinking, are they actually going to give Lex his power suit? And essentially, yes, in a sense. He takes John Henry Irons. Now, interesting. We'll talk about the whole Milton thing. That was his name, but this is Brainiac. This is their version of Brainiac. At least, well, they're kind of hinting, clearly with the green and the error codes and all that kind of stuff, and how he's really freaking smart. We know where they're kind of hinting at. Maybe they'll have some sort of thing later on before the show actually ends. We have 2 episodes left, by the way, that's going to more imply that he's Brainiac, or that he's going to become Brainiac. Anyways, just rambling at this point. Interesting, okay? So, there you go. John Henry Irons' suit is now Lex Luthor's. And, unfortunately, Natalie lost hers, but it was destroyed in a cool way. Both Johns and Jordan working together. Tom Cavanaugh. We had heard that he was playing a character he hasn't played before, because, of course, he's played all these versions of Harrison Wells. He's played Reverse Flash on the Flash show. But he's playing a completely new character in terms of, he's not played this character before, because they had to make it clear he's not playing Harrison Wells. He's not playing, a version of Eobard Thawne. He's not playing Reverse Flash. He's not. People were speculating, saying, is he Brainiac? People are saying, well, wait, could he be Mr. Mxyzptlk? There's a lot of potential people there on it. And I don't think Godfrey was one of them in terms of playing this news kind of TV reporter character. I heard about this character before. I've heard of, when it's Godfrey. The name sounds familiar. Not too familiar with the character overall, but that's an interesting choice. But also, Tom Cavanaugh got to play a new character, so they weren't lying, and he got to have scenes with Lex, Lois, and Superman. So that's pretty cool. We got to see that. So it's cool that we got to see Tom Cavanaugh in this, because he's been directing Superman and Lois for a couple of, I think since the show started, he's been directing episodes, I think. So it's cool to finally have him in the show playing this role. I don't think we're going to see him again. I think this was a one and done situation. Obviously, we have 2 episodes left, so we have a lot of things to kind of do in terms of this show, but it was cool to see Tom Cavanaugh back in the Arrowverse adjacent show in a sense. So it was cool to see that. So the other big thing in this episode, besides Tom Cavanaugh, which was a nice surprise, him popping up on the screen for the first time in that interview with Lex, oh shit, because we were all theorizing he's going to be in the finale, not episode 8. The other biggest thing is that we learned that as we were kind of thinking and predicting and discussing as fans of the show, that Clark is slowly dying, or he's losing his abilities. He's not as strong. Clearly he's being affected. And they finally confirmed it officially, because the scar hasn't healed. John Henry Irons does a bunch of tests. Basically really one main test, but he's basically just seeing what's going on and realizing that a human heart is not compatible with his Kryptonian body, which makes 100% sense. But he's going to be slowly losing his abilities and becoming less and less stronger. I mean, his hearing is not really that well anymore. And John Henry Irons pointed out the brick coming through the window. You didn't even notice or hear anything until it actually hits the window itself. So clearly something's wrong there. And that's what caused him to do the testing. So unfortunately, he's going to wake up one day without being Superman, and he will be human, but then he'll slowly just keep deteriorating at that point, because his Kryptonian body cannot really adapt to the human heart. So yes, he's back. He's alive. He's Superman. But for how long? What I thought was interesting in that scene when he's telling Jonathan and Jordan, is because he doesn't mention that they have to step up, or that they're going to have to take over. Because clearly they're not ready. They're not ready for that. But maybe that's why he didn't say it, because First of all, he has to deal with the fact that, you know, I'm in the situation where I'm slowly dying, in a sense. So, you know, it's really unfortunate this show is ending, you know. But I think what they're doing clearly here, they're setting up the mantle is going to be passed in the finale. Superman is going to hand it over to his sons. Maybe not officially within the show, but the implication is once we get past where the show actually ends, then they're going to take over and become the new Supermen, the Superboys, whatever. But the Supermen, potentially, right? 2 of them. So it actually is a good thing that that he has both sons who have, they both have powers. Because at one point it was just Jordan. So it's good that there's now 2. Obviously, I think it's going to be set up to where he's going to be training them a lot more and getting them prepared to become the new protectors of the planet. Because he'll no longer be able to even do... Because even if he has powers, he wouldn't be able to actually maybe physically do it anymore. He might still have heat vision, but if he can't fly, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, so... I think it's going to be interesting how they kind of wrap up the show. Because they have 2 episodes remaining. And I don't know where how are they going to wrap up the Lex stuff? Like, that's the question. Right? And we know in some capacity, all of the actors, as far as we're aware, are going to return in some sort of way in the finale. So I wonder what that looks like and how that ties in. Because is episode 9 the next episode the ending of the Lex arc, and episode 10 is kind of a wrap-up episode? Or is it going to be a mix of wrapping up Lex and wrapping up the show entirely as well in the finale? Who knows? I thought the interview segment with Lois, Lex, you know, doing the kind of a debate, not really a debate, it was just like, you know, just a bunch of chit-chatting back and forth. But Godfrey is claiming he's bipartisan. He's not in the middle of this, like, yeah, bullshit. But he played all those clips that Lex had. He had, because Lex had cameras everywhere, taking video, everything. Of course, it's out of context shit, of course. It's like, you had the whole clip of Clark going there, and of course, they had a fist fight out there with the red, you know, lights or whatever, the red sun-affected lights. And it's like, he's only playing certain audio clips and stuff because it's out of context, because it's in Lex's benefit to do that. And it's getting Godfrey ratings, so of course he's going to play whatever the fuck Lex gives him. So Lex, and I forget her name, they have now officially made it official that they're a thing now. Whatever. It's just like, I don't know if it's necessary. I guess just to kind of prove a point that, hey, they're both twisted and evil in a sense. Maybe they're setting up for where she's going to die, and it's going to even make it more painful for him, because now he's finally admitted his feelings for her. Or maybe it's going to be revealed to where she actually does die, and it's like a big thing. Or it turns out she's actually going to betray him, right? Or she actually was using him for a means to her own end, and she's just using Lex for whatever. Like, many things could go down that could make this really bad. Yeah. So, overall, I had a pretty decent time with this episode. It's just strange we only have 2 more. It's just strange. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Don't like it. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Here's what you guys thought about this episode of Superman and Lois. I did forget to talk about the whole Jonathan thing with his girlfriend, but it's not really that important in my opinion. It was just a way to get them away from Lois and Clark, you know, mom and dad. They're doing their whole debate thing in Metropolis with Lex. It was just a way to get Jonathan and Jordan away from that so that they could, you know, just fight the other suit. Just get them away in terms of other locations. It's got to go somewhere else. That's all it was, really. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.